Floyd Mayweather is officially training Terence Crawford for his fight against Canelo Alvarez.
Tell me they never notice because I do what I'm supposed to. Secure them and keep going. Ain't nobody.
It looks like Crawford still has a lot to learn from Mayweather. During their training session, Bud was completely outmatched. Even though he's one of the best fighters today, Mayweather's skill and experience were just on another level. Of course, Mayweather doesn't want Crawford to feel bad about losing in training. Instead, he wants him to learn from his mistakes. Every fighter, no matter how great, has things they can improve on, and Mayweather is helping Crawford see what he needs to work on. Here's a clip of the two training together. Canelo Alvarez is the best in his weight class, and he is going to be a tough challenge for anyone. He has power, skill, and experience that make him almost impossible to beat. On the other hand, Bud has proven himself with an amazing record. But even with 41 wins and 0 losses, that might not be enough to take down Canelo. If Bud wants to stand a chance, he needs the right guidance. And who better to help him than a legend like Floyd Mayweather? Mayweather has been in the ring with the best and knows exactly what it takes to win against a fighter like Canelo. His experience and advice could be the key to Bud's success. With Mayweather in his corner, Bud can learn new techniques, improve his defense, and develop a strategy to fight Canelo. It won't be easy, but having a boxing legend as a mentor could make all the difference. When asked about the training, Bud had a simple but strong answer. It's better to feel pain and struggle while training with Mayweather than to experience it in the ring against Canelo. He knows that tough training now will prepare him for an even tougher fight later. Bud understands that learning from mistakes in training is part of the process. If Mayweather pushes him to his limits now, he will be ready for anything Canelo throws at him. Taking hits and making adjustments in the gym means he won't have to suffer those lessons on fight night. In his own words, it's not going to hurt.
It became numb to me. Well, it ain't gonna hurt. It ain't nothing but a...
Mayweather also shared some advice, knowing that a fight against Canelo is not just possible, it's inevitable. He understands that this is a defining moment in Bud's career, one that could shape his legacy. The boxing legend urged Bud to take risks, emphasizing that great fighters don't play it safe. He reminded him that stepping up to challenges is the only way to truly make a name for himself. Playing it smart while being bold is the key. If Bud wants to become a household name, he must be willing to take chances and prove he belongs among the greats.
You have to take chances to become a household name.
That advice comes straight from Mayweather's own playbook of greatness. If there's anyone who knows what it takes to stay on top, it's him. Bud would be wise to take notes, because lessons from a legend like Mayweather don't come often. If he wants to keep climbing higher and cement his legacy, he'll need every bit of wisdom he can get.
I just want the opportunity, to fight the best fighter in my generation that's out there.
Crawford's decision to take on Canelo, the reigning undisputed super middleweight champion, shows his relentless drive to test himself against the best. What can we say? Bud's chasing greatness. Great fighters test themselves, no matter what the odds, Crawford said in a recent interview. The good news for him is that this dream is close to becoming a reality. Reports suggest that both fighters are finalizing a deal for a showdown on Mexican Independence Day weekend. If everything goes as planned, the fight will take place in Las Vegas, at Canelo's natural home of super middleweight, a challenge that will push Crawford to his limits. Training with Mayweather will be a huge advantage for Bud, especially since he is the smaller fighter. He only recently moved up to super welterweight after competing at lightweight, super lightweight, and welterweight. Taking on Canelo at super middleweight is a major step up. But that's often how it goes when fighters from different weight classes agree to face each other. This is a huge opportunity for Bud, because if he can overcome Canelo, despite the size disadvantage, the victory will be even more impressive. Of course, in a fight like this, a rehydration clause is usually added to make things fairer. That way, both fighters enter the ring under similar conditions, making the challenge as much about skill as it is about size. There will likely be a contractual agreement that limits how much weight a fighter can gain between the weigh-in and fight night. This is usually enforced through a 2-day weigh-in check to ensure fairness. Many fans expected this to be part of the deal for Canelo and Crawford, considering the clear size difference between them. With Canelo naturally fighting at super middleweight and Crawford moving up in weight, such a rule would help level the playing field and prevent any major physical advantages. Many people are questioning Crawford's decision to fight at 168 pounds, especially against someone as strong as Canelo Alvarez. They think it might be too big of a challenge for him. "I'm going to feel great at this weight," expressed Crawford, but fighters like Bud are often underestimated. Some may believe he is at a disadvantage, but his ability to adjust and adapt in the ring has earned him respect from boxing fans and experts. When asked about the fight, Crawford didn't show any doubt. He believes that his skills and smart fighting style will be his biggest advantage when he steps into the ring with Canelo. "It's about testing yourself," Crawford explained. "I've faced tough opponents in the past, but Canelo is one of the greatest, and this is my chance to show I belong at the top. This fight is no longer just a dream for Bud. As someone who wants to be the best in boxing, he faces many challenges, especially with so many critics. But he is determined to prove them wrong." Thanks to the support from Turki Al-Sheikh, Crawford is now ready to take on the toughest opponents. Al-Sheikh has backed him financially, helping him secure big matches like the one with Canelo. With this backing, Crawford is confident that he can reach the top of boxing. Al-Sheikh has played a huge role in making this fight happen and ensuring that Crawford gets the best opportunities to show what he can do. And this backing from Al-Sheikh shows that he really believes Crawford can win against Canelo. Even though Canelo has been getting a lot of attention lately, Al-Sheikh is confident in Bud's abilities. But Al-Sheikh is not the only one who believes Crawford can beat Canelo. Many others share the same belief, thinking that Crawford has what it takes to win this fight. Even Sergey Kovalev, who was knocked out by Canelo in a brutal fight, believes Crawford will win. Despite Crawford having only fought once at super welterweight and needing to move up 2 more weight divisions for this fight, Kovalev thinks Crawford has the skills to become just the 3rd man to beat Canelo. In an interview with Fight Hub TV, Kovalev acknowledged that Crawford has the skill set needed to defeat Canelo. However, he also pointed out that the 14 extra pounds Crawford would need to gain to reach the 168-pound limit could play a major role in the outcome.
He can beat Canelo.
You think so?
Yeah. But I don't know how he will be comfortable, in this division.
Having fought Canelo himself, Kovalev understands the champion's weaknesses. Canelo often uses his hands to protect his face, which can leave openings, if Crawford can take advantage of this by targeting those moments. Kovalev is betting on Crawford's ability to exploit this weakness. If Bud can figure out how to use Canelo's defensive habits against him, he is confident that Crawford will come out on top.
Because Canelo will be like keep a hands and like walking. Crawford very smart and fast,
Kovalev is placing a lot of trust in Bud, believing that Crawford's chances of winning are strong as long as he can follow the advice he's been given. "I did a fight at 200 pounds. I wasn't light heavy, I was slow. It's not comfortable. I think Crawford will be the same heavier. If he will be in his shape, he will beat Canelo." With this, do you think Crawford's decision to ask Mayweather for help will be an advantage in his fight with Canelo? Or do you believe he can defeat the Mexican fighter on his own? Share your thoughts in the comments below.